Hey, welcome back to another solar video on the channel. And on this video, we're actually gonna go over how to sell from a distance. So I have prepared an entire sales call recording for you so you can listen. It's my advice for you to listen to it all the way through and let me know how you find it in the comments. But if you've been struggling to sell from a distance or sell over the phone, residential solar, you're gonna find this video extremely useful, so make sure you watch it all the way throughout. It's not gonna be anything to see, but you will be able to listen to it. So we've blurred out some of the personal information, so just so we can keep, our customers' information private. But the purpose of this video is to shed a light to the solar sales community, and obviously, if you're watching this video, my hopes are that you extremely benefit from it. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do by clicking the link down below. And if you wanna like this video or give it a thumbs up, that will greatly help us grow the channel, and it will massively contribute to the growth of the channel. And if the conversation ever comes up, please bring it up. I already have one video like this on the channel. This is the second one, the second recording that we're putting out. And the reason why I decided to do a second one is because I've gotten a lot of good feedback from you guys. And I know you're gonna like this one too. So again, pay very, very close attention how the sales dynamics go throughout the call, and let me know how you find it in the comments. All right, see you on the other side.
Hello.
Hey, over with. How are ya?
Oh, okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Sometimes my phone's a little weird in here. How's your day going?
Pretty good.
That's good. Is this still a good time? I know you talked with a little bit. I just want to make sure this is still a good time to kind of go over the rest of the program.
I just want to know how much it's going to cost me.
Yeah, it's really just dependent on, obviously, your system size. So, do you have an electric bill by you by chance?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay.
And
yeah,
I send it to my computer to send it, so that's why you don't have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's running around $200 right now. It was $300. Between $300 and $350 during the winter.
$300 to $350 in the winter, and then you said $200 in the summertime. Right
now, I don't have my air conditioner.
Right now, okay, cool. Yeah, and then do you have like a pool or anything else like that in the house?
No.
What about jacuzzi?
No.
Okay. Do you have any plans of more people moving in the house anytime soon?
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not. And then what about laundry? Are you doing laundry whenever you want, or do you kind of just do the energy saving plan where they suggest you do it at night?
No.
No, just whenever.
Do that.
Okay. Yeah, let me just pull up my thing. I'll run these numbers in there without it so you can use some type of an idea. It's always best to have the electric bill, obviously to just confirm it, but our system's pretty spot on. I just always like to make sure we're accurate. So give me 1 second here. Let me pull it up. How's your week been so far?
Well, it's not raining and it's not snowing.
So is that a good thing? That's good. Yeah, no, it's definitely hot where we're at, because we're based out of Arizona, but we work in 25 states. Yeah, so it's hot, right? I don't know. Have you ever been down here before?
Yes.
What time of the year did you come?
I probably would have been summer.
Yeah.
So, we did our traveling in the summer, so.
Nice. That's awesome.
So we could feel all that heat.
Yeah, it gets really, 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 really hot here. I don't like it, honestly. I don't know why I live here still, but, I do. I've been to our Idaho base before. It's nice up there. I love it up there. I love Boise. It's changing, though. I go at least twice a year just to check in with the project managers up there, and it's just grown so much over the years. It's crazy.
Yeah, it has.
Okay, so I'm running these numbers right here. So there's a couple things with Idaho, and I'll just kind of explain them to you real quick. So are you still employed? Are you retired?
I'm retired.
You're retired. Okay, perfect. So basically in Idaho, you get, for going solar, you get two types of tax incentives, but it works for employed people and people that are retired because you had physical work. You guys are guaranteed to get it. So you get 26% from the federal government for like the entirety of the loan, and then you also get $5,000 times 4 years, which equates to $20,000 from the state of Idaho for going solar because it helps out keep everything green up there. So they have huge incentives in Idaho, which is really nice.
Probably just a tax write-off.
It's not a tax write-off. Basically what it is they, all it is, it's based on income, but you're retired, so they don't base it off your income. They just give it to you. They base it off basically everything else from your history. But if you were employed, you just have to have taxable income, and then they give it to you, meaning that you have to make as much as the system costs if you're employed. But if you're on Social Security and retired, it's just basically based on your retirement and you're good to go because they know that's not fair. It's basically just keeping it fair for both parties. But people that don't work or own their own business, per se, if they owe a bunch of money or they just don't work and they're just kind of sitting there and they've never had a job, they're not retired, anything else like that, then those are the people that obviously wouldn't get that. So basically, you get the 26% from the federal government, and then it's $5,000 for 4 years, which equates to $20,000. So your system it's spitting out is a little bit bigger than I thought, but I think it's just adjusting to that. So when we get the electric bill, obviously I can look at that and make sure it's right. It might be a little bit cheaper, but to start out, the payment would be $168 a month, right? And that would be your payment. So how it works on paper is obviously you're saving money immediately. It's cheaper than your lowest payment right now by $18. And then it's basically $168 in your biggest payment. But how it works is basically you're financing the panels, and the panels cover your whole electricity costs, right? So basically I think you have Rocky Mountain, is that correct, as your utility company?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would eliminate your Rocky Mountain power bill completely, and you'd be 100% solar, and all you're doing is you're financing the panels, and it's just like buying a car. It's at a fixed rate. So that fixed rate's at $168 a month, and then basically that's going to go down. So how it works is the loan starts at $47,000, but what goes on is when you get 26% from the federal government, that's $12,220. So that goes from $47,000 down to $12,220, which equates to $34,780. And then you're going to also get $20,000 over 4 years. Now it's going to come in one check over 4 years, but that's going to be minus $20,000. So then it goes down to $14,780. So your payments at that point after 4 years in Idaho, since as long as you apply that money towards it, your payments go from $168 all the way down to let's see here, $72 a month.
Okay. And
so,
do you ever have with the panels that have to be replaced?
Yeah, so I was going to kind of go over all that with you too, so you understand like your protection and everything. Yeah, so basically for your protection, there's three types of warranties that you get. The first one's a 25-year panel warranty. So basically this covers the panels front and back, electrical errors, they don't work, a blizzard comes in, throws them off your roof, hail comes down, breaks them, whatever it may be, you're covered for 25 years. You can extend that warranty if you're still in the house at that point and they're still up and rolling, you can still use those ones. You can extend it, but it starts at 25 years. You also get, and also on that one, is the only thing it doesn't cover is human error. So if you have kids, grandchildren, it doesn't really matter if they're up there playing with their drone and flying it in there and it crashes and they do an assessment and they can see it's from a human error, it won't cover it. But as long as it's assessed and it's actually from weather conditions, not working simply, or, you know, it's a bad panel, whatever it may be, it's covered for 25 years. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you also get a 25-year roofing warranty. Basically, the roofing warranty, since we're contractors doing work on the house and they're installing them on your roof, they have to make sure that you're completely covered on the roof, right? So what they make you do is do a 25-year roof warranty. So if the panels were on the left side of the house and there was a hole in the right side of the roof, you can still put a claim in, and since you're up there, it's covered for 25 years. And then you also get a 10-year service warranty that can be extended as well. This one's just simply basically, you know, a lot of people their first couple of years with panels, I've been doing this for 8 years now, and I have it myself, and I was kind of the same way. You have a lot of questions about them, you worry about them a lot because obviously, you know, it's producing your electric and you don't want two bills, so you want to always make sure they work, right? So if that were, if you were just calling out and there was nothing wrong, nothing to be claimed over insurance, it's usually $100 to $200 based on how long they're out there for, but you'd be covered for 10 years, and then you can extend that as well if you need to. So you would get all those 3 warranties. Do you have any questions on those?
So when they put the solar panels in, is it going to damage my roof at all?
No, no, they're actually, they're very light. So basically what they do is, I just looked at your roof. It looks like it's shingle, right? Your roof. Is that correct?
That is metal, whatever kind of roof.
Is it metal or is it, I was trying to look at that. Let me see. Let me pull it back up. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, it looks like it's shingle. Okay.
No.
Yeah, so what they do is they just place little, they're like little holders on there. They don't damage the roof at all or anything else like that, and they just lay them on top of there. And then what goes on is there's some wire lines in the brackets that go down all the way over. Do you have an attic in your house? I know some homes in Idaho don't.
No.
No? Okay. So if you don't have an attic, what they do is they just do a piping wire all the way down to the side of your house, and they put an inverter optimizer. This inverter optimizer reads the panels basically, so you'll have access to it on your phone or computer, and so does the electrical company, because they actually attach it into Rocky Mountain's main power grid, and then they make sure that they're always working. And it shows you, like, if you had 30 panels on the roof, it would show you that 30 of 30 are working. So if it ever said like 25, you know, you would know that, hey, I need to basically back off at that point. So, and if something's going on then. Yep. What other questions do you have?
Going back to the fact that I have shingles.
Sorry, what was that?
I do not have shingles.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
The wrong area.
Which is yours? Do you have a shed in your backyard, or?
I do, and it's got a metal roof too.
Okay. And then the house next to you has a red roof. Is that correct?
The shed is just rusted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And then my roof is silver.
Yeah, I might have you take a picture of it. That looks okay. Either way, it would be fine. We do metal roofs as well. How long have you had your roof for? I haven't seen this type of metal roof.
Yeah, probably 20 years.
Okay, yeah. So, no, you'd be totally fine there. Yeah, we do metal roofs, any type of roof really. Tile, doesn't really matter. They just place them on top of there. And then obviously you pick, so kind of how the process works is the engineer comes out, they check the house, they check the roof, make sure everything's good on the house. And then obviously they send you a plan out with the panels of what it would look like on your roof, and you just approve that. So you get to look at like the aesthetic part of it. You get to basically show them what that would look like. So this is cool. What other
all I
questions
have
do you have?
is pay maybe $186 a month and I won't have a power bill. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it starts at 168, right? Now, if you take all this money, because you're going to be basically getting $32,220 back for the panels through those incentives, all you need to do is, if you want to take that money and run and you're cool with that payment, that's fine. But I always tell my customers the whole point of solar is to not have an electric bill from your utility company, because that one raises, and then basically go ahead and obviously have the cheapest payment you possibly can, because once it's paid off in full, you have free electricity, right? It's just basically just running, and it's your system, right? That's what I tell everybody. So basically, it's up to you how you want to do that, but your payment is going to be 168.
So, and then my shed is hooked into the house.
Mm-hmm.
So is that going to incorporate?
Do you have two bills or one bill for the house for the electricity?
Hello?
Yeah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said just one.
Oh, just one? Okay, sorry, I didn't hear that. You kind of broke up there then. Then yeah, no, it'll work for both then. As long as you don't have like two main panels, one for the shed and one for the house. They could still interconnect them, but it's a lot of wiring underground. It costs more to do that. But if it's all running under one power box, 1 meter box outside from Rocky Mountain, you're good to go. It's already done. So
if I want to run 20 line out to my shed, how does it hook into the solar? So
your shed's connected to your meter right now, correct?
Right.
Right. Okay. So that's already producing. So basically, somewhere in there, the wiring is connected to that the main power, right? To the main grid, somewhere in there, right? It's probably underground, I'm assuming. So as long as that's already done, your solar will produce both, because your bill that you're getting is one bill, meaning that it's doing power for the shed and it's doing power for the house. Right? So it'll all be covered by the same solar.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, obviously Lauren went over a little bit, but the program, so it's zero down. You guys get your first 2 months free. And then for the debt relief program, you guys are getting the $2,000. We just send that as a check, or we can wire it to you. Just some type of verifiable saying that we sent it to you, since it's an incentive we give. And then your bill will be $168 a month. And then if you put all the incentives in, it'll go down to $72 a month.
All right. And that's for how many years?
So so we can do anywhere from 10 to 25 years. We just put everybody on 25 years just because basically gives you the cheapest payments, and the whole point of solar is go cheap, right? Cheap, because we don't want to make your bill more than what you're actually paying now. If you guys, do you have any plans on moving anytime soon or at all?
No.
Okay. If anything happens, though, if you guys do need to move, there's two options you have. You can either transfer the panels with you. It costs about $3,500 to do, and I've seen a lot of my clients over the years just roll that into their new mortgage. Or your home value goes up anywhere from 17 to 25%, and then you can read on this at environmental.gov. They highly put it out there, because what happens is the panels are basically an incentive for a new buyer to not have an electricity bill moving in there. And for a lot of families, that's a huge thing. Or if they're using more power than you, they have a very small one. They're not paying these $200 to $300 prices. Maybe they're paying $25. So it's a huge incentive for a new home buyer. And basically it increases the value of the home. And what happens is the loan gets rolled in there. And then basically escrow, it's paid off, all ownership, warranty, everything goes into the new home buyer's name, and then you guys are free and clear. And if you guys move to another home and want solar, you can get a new system on your roof.
So the new buyer takes over the payment?
No, so they would have it for free. So all that goes in is, I'll just give you an example, right? Let's just say your house was worth $100,000, right? Easy example. And let's just say the market's okay in the area, and it's, increasing the value of your home by 21% for having solar, right? So now your home is now worth, rather than $100,000, it's worth $121,000, right? And the reason for that is the new buyer basically gets to come in the home and have either zero electric bill or has a very small one like 15, 20 bucks, right? And what goes on from there is basically at escrow, that extra 21,000 goes towards the loan for the panels, right? Pays that off, and then you guys are free and clear, right? This situation works best if you have plans on moving in the next 5 years, right? Just because you guys are going to get basically your panels are going to be, the only thing you'll have left on the loan is 14 grand, right? And then basically, you know, you'll make some extra money on top of there, right? And I'm sure your home's worth a little bit, if not a lot more, a little bit more than that. So, or you guys can take the panels with you, right? So either way, you guys are protected if you guys have to leave the house.
Okay.
Yep. What other questions can I answer for you?
So who comes out and takes a look at the house?
Yeah, so kind of how next steps work is how we do this is we just get you pre-qualified. So we just make sure the credit's good and you guys can get approved. And then what we do from there is we go over paperwork. You guys have the right to cancel at any time. The only reason we do paperwork is we have to use our engineers and our site survey team, and the engineers in solar get paid around $120,000 to $350,000 based on their level of experience. So what we do is they sign papers. You have the right to cancel at any time, but they come out, they check the house, they qualify the house too. Because if the house is not qualified, let's just say you needed something that cost more money and you didn't want to do it, they just cancel it right there, right? But if everything's still golden from that point, they go ahead and basically get the permitting started, design started, and then interconnection with Rocky Mountain. And then basically it takes about 3 to 6 weeks and it's on your roof, and it's pretty quick. So it'll be way, way, way installed before the harsh winter months where you guys are paying those big $300 bills.
Okay, so what if the power usage goes up?
Yeah, so that's that's the most important part about solar, right? So the only thing that I say that negative, because I'm a very transparent person, the only negative thing about solar is if you add more electricity than you guys already been doing, right? I'm going to get a bill from you and just make sure I have 115% offset on your house, right? Because that's where we're set at right now. It's actually 120 on my system. But I need to make sure that I am verifying that I have 115% since I don't have your bill right now, right? And I'll have you send that to me. But we have you at 120%. So what that means is you'll be 15 to 20% over what you're currently using right now, last year, the year before that, right? You're basically the highest peaks on the usage graph. So what happens is, let's just say you had to have someone move into the house or 2 people move in the house. Now you're producing more electricity. If you guys are producing more than that 15 to 20% extra than what you guys are using now, you will receive a bill from Rocky Mountain, right? So that's the only negative part is because people's lives do change, right? But, you know, if you guys do get a bill, it might be for $5, right? If you guys have more people move in. But if you guys are consistently doing what you guys have normally done in that house for the last, I don't know how many years you've been there, and if that stays the same, you guys will never receive a bill. But if something life dramatic happens where you guys add a jacuzzi or you add a new AC system or people move into the house, yes, that's obviously going to create more electricity usage, and then you guys could see a bill. If you guys have that happen and you want more panels to cover that, like if it was a $5 bill and we need to throw one more panel up there, we could do that, right? If you just don't want that bill. But as long as your life stays consistent, you guys will be okay.
All right.
Any other questions on that?
No.
Cool. Yeah, so I mean, next steps will really just be getting pre-qualified, and then basically just kind of getting the process started, and then getting someone out there to check out the house, okay?
All right.
Okay, cool. Give me 1 second to pull this up. How long have you guys lived in Idaho for?
50, 60 years.
Oh, wow. That's a long time. Are you originally from there, or are you from somewhere else? Nice.
My husband
Okay.
was.
What was that? Where's your husband from?
He was from Idaho.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna just grab some information, just verify it with you. I have your first name. Is that correct? Hello?
Yeah, I said that was correct.
Oh, sorry. You're kind of cutting out there. Apologize for that. And then,
Yes.
okay. And then the address is. You're in Preston, Idaho, correct?
No, I'm in Teton, Idaho.
Teton. Oh, okay. Can you, she put your address in a little weird. Actually, you know what? I found you right here. I have you on my phone. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull this address back up. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure I have the right address. Okay, so it's, is that correct?
Yeah, the W is west.
Okay, west, okay. There you are, Teton. This says on my, have you ever heard of Sugar City before?
No, we didn't live in Sugar City.
Oh, yeah, I think there's one for Sugar City, too. That's cool. Sugar City. Okay. And then what is your date of birth? Okay. And then the last four of your social? Okay. And then I'm going to just verify the email I have for you.
This isn't going to do a hard hit on my credit, is it?
No, it's a soft pull, so that's why they only take the last four of your social. They don't take the full thing. It's just a soft pull. They're trying to switch it to where they don't even need the actual last four on there because there's a new soft pull AI technology that you actually don't need it. But the only problem with it is it's basically not, if they can't verify you, then it has to do a hard pull, so that's the only reason they haven't switched to it yet. The company's called Loan Pal. They're massive. They're kind of like a Rocket mortgage company. They do solar and mortgages all over the country. So,
Oh, wow.
But it will be a soft one. And then the email I have for you is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. And then what do you make for your retirement right now? How much a year?
Somewhere around between 60 and 70.
Okay. Awesome. I'll just do 65,000. That easy. Make that simple. What did you do before you retired?
Worked for the government.
Oh, nice. And then, let's see here. All right, I'm just entering my information. AmericanEG.com. 602.
I need to do something, so if you'll just, I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I got you approved. Everything's good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you over to, she'll give you a call. It'll be the same area code. It should be the same number. She'll walk you through everything with you, and she's a sweet little girl, and then just go everything with you. And she'll get that site survey set up as well so they can come out to your house and make sure everything's good there. So give her like...
Give me the number just in case.
Yeah. Let me grab. Where's that sheet? I always forget everybody's number in here. There's so many people here. Del, give me 1 second. Just make sure this is hers. Hey, what line is that one? Okay. All right. So it's gonna be. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's going to be 480.
Okay, and your name of your company again is?
Yep. And then our installer is we're just a dealer of them, so they're the ones that hold all the license and body, and they're the ones that will come out there. She'll explain that to you as well. That are going to come check the house, and they're all licensed, and check them on the Better Business Bureau, check all of us, and yeah, we should find everything on there. But I'm going to get her over to you, or you over to her, sorry. And she'll,
okay.
They're the ones that are actually going to be installing on your roof. So they're the ones that have all the licensing, and bond, everything. They're huge. They're in 15 states right now, but they're actually moving into about 25 before the end of the summer, which is really cool to see. They're a massive company, so they've done a lot of good work. CEO is amazing. Her name's great woman. I've met her multiple times, so good family company. But I'll get you over. She'll call you right now, and then we'll get everything squared away, and then coming out there. Okay.
Now, is it going to cost me anything for them to come out and look at the house?
Nope. Everything's zeroed down, so
okay.
You're all good to go. So yeah, she'll go through the paperwork with you so that can be completed, and then they'll come out there. The engineer will come out there with the site survey guy. They'll check the perimeter. They do fly a drone over your roof to take a picture sometimes. Are you in a no-fly zone by chance, or do you know of?
I don't believe so.
Okay. They'll double verify. I just like to try to get as much work as we can, answers before they send them out there. So they just do a drone where they take a picture of your roof with it. So, but I'll get you over to her. And then, do you have any other last questions for me?
No, I don't.
Okay. And then, yep. And then, congratulations on that. And we'll get you all set up. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this solar sales video. And as you can see, it's not that difficult to convey your point, even if you're selling over the phone and you're not directly in front of a customer. So if you've ever been told that you cannot sell from a distance, over the phone, over Zoom, however you prefer, right? You could already see that that's not true, right? It's perfectly possible. And the beautiful thing about this is that you could sell from anywhere in the world, okay? And the fact of the matter is, I genuinely sometimes recommend to some of my own clients that have the capability to sell in multiple states, to sell in certain states because they're performing better ones than others right now, for the time being, for example. And so that's why you can greatly benefit from learning the skill to sell from a distance. And if you ever need help, you ever need solar leads that are qualified, people that we pre-qualify on home ownership and credit, you can always reach out to us. The link in the description box below. You can talk directly to me, and I'll be able to tell you what strategy we can work out for you so you can grow your solar sales. All right? Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.